Well, hi everybody. This is your stay-home grandma, and I've been away for about 2.5 weeks, but because I was trying to get my blood pressure down, and my husband went back in the hospital twice. He's been in the hospital 3 times, 4 times in 2 months. Okay, um, long story, and I'm not going to go into it. It was just terrible, but he's home. He's gone to the doctors today. One of his friends drove him to the hospital today. And so, hey Tiffany, how you doing? How's Mike doing too? Hey Renee, how you doing? So, it's been really rough for me. Blood pressure in control now, but it was really high. And it was high because my husband's going to the hospital and then coming home and then going back to the hospital. And then my daughter's moving. So one of my grandchildren is with me, and the other child is with her sister. So that's how that goes. But she's trying to get her life together and stuff like that. She's raised kids forever, and she needs a break, and I understand that. So she's going back home to Massachusetts. She's so He turned 50 today. Happy birthday, Michael! Wow. That's a milestone. That's a milestone. Because then you got 50 and 70 to look at. It's okay. You know what I mean? But exercise and try to take care of your body now so you can be good for that. All right. But anyway, I'm going to get to the hall. I got a few things, and I figured I would come on and do it because, like I said, I have not had the energy. But anyway, so I got this from Amazon, and this is the Arm & Hammer hefty bag. These are what I use in the kitchen, and this has citrus twist. I had to look to see what it was. I had another one, but this is citrus. I like this one the best. So and then they have the Fabuloso too, but I like this one the best. So I got these, and this is a 6-in-1 protection, and it's 40 in this. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't remember what I paid for this. I know it wasn't any more than $6 something. I don't even think it was $6. I need to write those down after, but like I said, all right. So I got this. So this is from my kitchen. Okay. Oh, right here. So as you all know, it is almost fall. And that's when I cook. Well, I cook pretty early anyway. I'm getting ready to cook now. So, but I cook earlier. What? Oh, okay. How's she doing other than that? Because I've been praying for her. How's your mother doing? Tell her that I'm praying for her. Okay, so I start to get books that I want to read. And actually, I don't buy as many books as I used to. But because I used to buy like books. I mean, I still read a lot, but not as much as I did years ago. But, I still read. So I got this book, and it's called Knit, Pray, Share. And it's over 50 creative projects that you can make to bless others. So this is what I got. Yeah, I'm sending love to her too. That's a shame. Because the chemo, for what I'm hearing, the chemo makes you sicker. So, just try to give her lots of fluids and stuff like that, and just make her as comfortable as possible. So this is it right here. And this is by Lisa Hennessy. Okay. And I'm going to go through just some of the things. The reason why I got it I got this from Amazon, actually. So these are some of the things in there. There's a hat. Let's see. Get this right. There's socks. There's all kinds of little things that you can make. But I got this. I don't think I have any. Nobody's had a baby for a while. So I make some scarves, I think, and some plant holders. Oh my God. Yeah. So this is a section that I was looking at. The thinking of you. I'm not felting, but has a whole section on felting. I'm not really into that. I might get into it one day, who knows. And then there's knit, pray, share, and it's well, they have chemo do-rags in here. So maybe you and I can probably, I'll look it up and everything like that, and maybe we can make some for her. They even have hats for the homeless. That's nice. Here's the homeless hat right here. That's interesting. Here's a throw blanket, and it's an easy throw blanket too. I'm thinking let me see how many stitches it is. It's mostly knit stitches. Okay. See, my mother did all those really, really hard ones. Yeah. Then there's the dust mop cloth. Oh, there's a lot of things in here. The blessing bowl. Well, what I'm going to do is have my knitting group up again so we can knit. So that's it. So this is, I got this off of Vipon, which is affiliated with Amazon. But with Vipon, you get a lot of things very, very cheap. So this book in and of itself was, I want to say it was $20. That's what I want to say, because it's covered. But it was, I think, $3 something. So, and I have another book, but I forgot what it was. It hasn't come yet. Okay, so I got this from TikTok. I got 2 of these because, again, it's fall. And I think that you all know. If you don't know, it's up there on my page somewhere. I make my own soap powder, and I make it with this. Now, you can take the Arm & Hammer baking soda and bake it in the oven for about 2 hours. And I do it sometimes, but sometimes I just don't feel like it. So I get this, and this is the laundry booster. I get 2 boxes of that. I get soap. What is the name of the soap? I can't think right now. But it's a soap that I grind and make it, put it in my grinder and make it small into powder. And then I mix that with that. And then a little bit of baking soda as well. And also, I can't think right now. But the other one, I think this is a booster as well. And I mix it. So I have a big box of it. I get the box. Well, this time I got the box from the dollar store, and it was $5 box. So it's about this big, this long, about this big. So it ends up being, when I make it this time, I won't have to do it again until the first of the year. So I'm going to make it on again so you can watch and stuff like that. And then I'll list all of the things in it and where to get it, and stuff like that. If you can get it in one of your supermarkets or something cheap, and stuff like that. I don't put any scent in it. I'm thinking about it, though. I might put some scent in it, which would be oil. So we can do that. And so I'm getting ready for my soap powder for the winter, for the fall, and, and everything. Like I said, I won't have to do it again until the first of the year. So that's what I'm doing. So I got that. I got 2 boxes of that. I'll have all the stuff. Okay. So last but not least, .48 acrylic paint set. Okay, there's 48 in here, 48 colors. All right. Because I'm actually going back into my art room finally. But I also get with the 48. To absorb vinegar? Was it wine vinegar, or was it just a plain white vinegar? Because vinegar will absorb itself. Well, the plain white vinegar will. The other vinegar will smell like vinegary for maybe like 24 hours and then go away. Okay, so did you spill it on like a rug or something, or did you spill it on a floor? That's the other thing. Tell me how you spilled it and where you spilled it and what you spilled it on. Okay, so this is my little dish that I got in there. This is my paintbrushes, my little sponge, and we use a sponge. I'm starting to do on the floor. Okay, so there's no rug or anything like that. It's a plain wood floor. Okay, get some old rags, mop it all up, and then just get some baking soda and some white vinegar. But when you put the baking soda and the vinegar in, put the water in first, and then put the baking soda in first, and let it permeate into the water, and then put some vinegar in it, white vinegar in it, and then whop it all up, and it should go away. Yeah, because the apple cider vinegar has a different smell than the regular vinegar. Okay, so then, and these are my little cutting things, you give me 2 of those. And these are the colors. I'm not going to bring out 64. They're pretty yellow, though, isn't it? Now, these are the colors. They have 64 colors in here. I am not going to show you all 64 colors, and I'm sure that you don't want to see them. Very sure. So that's it. But I just want to come and tell you that so far, he's okay. Just pray for him, and stuff like that. He's hard-headed, though. But he's an old service guy that believes that he can do everything. And he can. But he has to slow down. And I have to tell him that. And then he looks at me like, They are a good size. I don't want the big old bottles and stuff like that because I don't use paint as much as I used to. I'm doing other things right now. Right now I'm working on my switches, my light switches and stuff like that. I hate playing things. Okay. And I was talking to my granddaughter the other day, and my niece was here, and so my granddaughter was asking me something, and I said, "Yeah, I got to do the switches." And so my niece said, "What switches?" And I said, "The light switches." She said, "What do you do to them?" And I said, "I color them and stuff like that because I hate playing things." And I said, "I'm in the house again. Been in the house for a year." I said, "But I've been, rearranging things, and what I went through with the contractor, which by the way I haven't heard from in 3 weeks. So it's on like Donkey Kong now. But anyway, so she looked at me and she was shocked. And then she went into the bathroom. And then she came out. She said, "Oh, I see what you mean." She said, "They look nice." I said, "Yeah, but I have to have them all looking like that. I can't. So I'm doing my switches right now. Yeah. So, I just want them to have flowers, and I'm telling you, okay, I could just shoot myself because I'm telling you, I thought, okay, that I had bought a lot of small kitchen things, that you, excuse me, 1 minute. Hello? Yes, it is. No. Mm. Okay, well, I'm still here. All right. No, that's okay. All right. Thank you. Bye bye. I had to take that. That was for my floor. Yeah. Thank you, Renee. Thank you all for just being here. But I'm going to come back. I'm going to try to come on about twice a week at this point because I'm dealing with him right now and trying to make sure he takes his medicine and everything like that. And also, too, I'll tell you that he has a little bit of dementia. So, hey, how are you? Yeah, long time no see. Glad to see you. Everybody meet Miss Priceless. But he has a little bit of dementia too. Um, and I've been like worried about that because I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Um, his mother had it, and his mother also had Alzheimer's along with the dementia, and they run parallel to each other. So, but he's still doing things and stuff like that, but he has to sit down, and stuff like that. But anyway, like I said, he's trying hard to be himself. Anyway, I'm going to get ready to go. Thank you, everybody, for coming because I have to fix dinner. I have to fix dinner. Yeah, tell me how you make out with your floor, Renee. And I will talk to you all later. I love you all. Take care. God bless. Stay safe and hold your family close. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we were absent one from another. Goodbye.